What's going on, guys? My name is Dan and I am the Journeyman, and welcome back to episode 4, it's definitely 4, of Twitter Town FC and our rise to mediocrity. Right, now, when we left on the last episode, we had, I'd been pretty down on it and we were not doing particularly well. We've continued to not do particularly well, and I have had to bring in Wiltshire and Rooney. Now, not the good Wiltshire and Rooney. I have had to make some transfers to bring in some experience, and also with the injury list as long as my leg, to cover positions. So we've got Kieran Wiltshire and Nathan Rooney into the squad, and Mark Wright on the right wing as well. Basically, we've been getting a lot of injuries. We've got no cover for positions, and I needed to bring in some new faces, some of which have been brought in for experience, of which then I'm going to get them to tutor some of the other players, and therefore we can maybe progress them a little bit better. We haven't been playing very well. It's just bad. It is really bad. Although the board is still happy with us. We're just going to plod on until we get a result. Now, we have had a result. Here's the schedule. We beat Boreham Wood 3-2. It was 2 penalties and a 61st minute goal. We were. I think they brought it. So no, we went 3-1 up. Sorry. Yeah, 2-1 up, 3-1 up. Yeah. So we beat them well. Okay, the sending off helped, but we beat them. We got a result. We got 3 points on the board. So what does that do? I mean, if you look at the other results, again, it's heavy losses. We're not scoring goals, so to get 3 goals in a game is massive. We've literally done not much. Lots of heavy defeats. We're gonna have a look at the table, and you'll see there we are, still languishing in the red zone. However, only 4 points from safety now. We are going to be playing today. We are going to be playing Bromley and Tranmere. Bromley are pushing for safety, so it's a good chance for us to catch up on them. And Tranmere are sort of mid-table-ish. So if we can sort of get 4 points out of this, I'd settle for a point the way it's been going. But if we can get anywhere near 4 points, then that should look pretty good. Which then puts us in a good stead for the Chester game. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Although on the dynamic side, we've got some really good support from our players, and the dressing room atmosphere is going up. So, still bad match cohesion though, but we're doing okay. Now, Ollie Dunkley is asking to leave. I'm still confident we can keep him here at the club and keep him happy, but I'm still not going to be giving in to his demands just yet. Stamford wants to play in the first team. I haven't been giving him a run out as much as I should due to tactical reasons. And James Marsh, who actually has been really, really impressive in training recently. He's been really bucking his ideas up. So, we're going to go straight into the game today. Tactics-wise, this is what we've been playing. This is all we can play. I've kept it as this, obviously, to bring in Mike, to give him a run of games. And we've also been playing Marsh on the left-hand side as well. Gubbins has now picked up an injury. We've brought in Lee Stevenson as well, just, who he is. I don't even know who he is. But he's a 33-year-old everything man. He plays pretty much anywhere in the top half of the field. He's got a good bit of determination. I will be getting him to tutor some players as and when I can. It's why I brought these in. I can't afford coaches, so the next best thing is to bring in some experience and get them to tutor some players. As obviously we're a young squad. We're freshly promoted from the south, and obviously we need to be getting our players up to scratch. We've actually been doing quite well in training. The stats have been improving, which is good. I don't know how much it will improve due to the fact that I have no idea on everyone's potential. But I mean, everyone sort of seems to be okay on their potential. Rooney's been a breath of fresh air since coming in. He's been he scored twice, both penalties in the last game, but he has been quite good at the centre midfield attacking role. Wiltshire has been brought in to be a ball-winning midfielder because we just don't have one, and he is actually not too bad. He does win a lot of tackles. Wright is just, but again, brought in for experience. I've tried to get him to tutor Gubbins, but I can't actually get him to tutor anyone at the moment. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I haven't got him tutoring anyone. No, he's tutoring Imam Mahmood, who, to be honest, he's got quite a good rating, although he has picked up an injury. We've got quite a lot of injuries. We're gonna have Matt Oswin back soon and Glyndor back as well, so we should start to sort of solidify the defence a bit. Big Herb the Nerd in defence has been playing quite well recently. Although his rating doesn't say so, I would say he's been playing well because he's been. I mean, to be honest, if you compare him to Dave Rimmer, anyone's playing well. Dave Rimmer not playing good at all. So yeah, it's we don't really have. All I've been able to do is rotate the players and hope for the best. And yeah, so I mean, let's get on with the game, shall we? Because I'm just going to ramble about the players and how bad we are. For eternity, to be honest. So we're going to take on Bromley. Yeah, Bromley. Where are we? I've got halfway down there. There we go. Right. So yeah, if we have a quick look at where's it gone? Screw it. Okay, never mind. Don't worry. Moving on. We haven't been able to find a scout. We've not been able to find anything really. I wouldn't want to come here if I wasn't already the manager of the team. There's the fitness test of all the people. We've got some players who are capable of playing. We can play Glyn. We can play. Martinho up top. We can play Joe Hannard in goal, but we have still no Matt Oswin yet. And Matt Oswin was good at the start of the season until he got injured. But we're going to keep on plodding forward. In fact, one more injury to talk about, which is Andrew Thompson, who was one of our better strikers. He's out for 2 to 4 months. Was it a hip injury? So we're going to be missing him for a massive chunk of the season now. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? We just get on with it and hope for the best. So, league position, obviously they're 18th. They've got some fair form. Fair form is you've got 2 wins out of 5, whereas we got 1 win and a draw out of 5. So, we're not too far behind them in terms of ability. Well, we're actually miles behind anybody in terms of ability. But form, we're not too far away from them. Okay, so this is the team we're going to go with. We're going to give Dunkley a chance up top today. Because he's been kicking off, so we may as well give him a shot. If he doesn't perform, I'm going to yank him off, and yeah, this is what we're going to go with. We're going to play Ashley Moore at the back with Davison on the right hand side. Big Herb and Dave Rimmer in the centre because we don't actually have much of a centre back option. I don't really want to risk Glyn or Matt at the back. Chris Waite is going to sit this one out. He's not been having a great time in midfield recently, and I have obviously dropped him to be able to play Wiltshire and Rooney. Sandland, defensive midfield, and then Marsh and Wright, the 2 attacking wingers, and obviously Dunkley up top. Hannard is going to start in goal today, despite questionable form recently. He did let in some poor goals, but it's just what it is. We're just going to crack on with it and hope. And I say that every game. It's just hope because that's all we can do is hope. So yeah, it's let's just get on with it and fingers crossed, boys and girls, that we can get a result here. We are at home, so that's good. Maybe we can use a bit of home advantage. I'm going to try and G him up a bit. We are still the underdogs, and that did nothing. So we're just going to kick off and try and look at those shadows. How long were those shadows, man? Right, and we're off and underway then. Again, not going to get too excited at the beginning of the game because we tend to just, not do particularly well. In fact, we've conceded a couple of early goals recently, I think. But to be honest, we're passing the ball around quite nicely. And then Marsh goes and loses the ball. But that's it. That's the end of that highlights. That's good. Let's just watch this total come up here because that's just going to go up and up and up. And Sunderland and the ref's given a penalty. I don't even know what that was for. Crumbs. Right, here we go then. Porter with the penalty, and it's in the roof of the net. It's 1-0 to Bromley, and we've got it all to do now. It's quite annoying. We just can't seem to get back-to-back victories, or back-to-back anything. I don't even know why that was a penalty. Just Mike is showing poor form at the start of the game, but maybe he's going to buck his ideas up and get back into it. Who knows? Right, this is Wesley, out wide to Winter. Down to Porter now. Porter plays it long, and he's got the runner, but Ash will get there. As long as he doesn't give it away, that's okay. Gives it into Rimmer. Rimmer dallies on the ball a bit and gives it to Hannard. Hannard, get rid of that ball. And now Porter's got the ball, and he's giving it away, and Wiltshire now picks it up, gives it into Dunkley. Dunkley's on his own at the moment, but does lay it off to Rooney. Rooney is now on the ball, gives it back to Dunkley, who has controlled it well, gives it into Wiltshire. Wiltshire plays it forward, and there's no one there, but Wright comes in and shoots, and he's just put it wide of the post. You have to question sometimes the match engine, because that was just awful. I mean, I'd have taken it. I would have taken that goal any day of the week. Actually, it's not too bad. It's a fairly sort of even game stats-wise. The ball's played in by Wright, and the header's poor. But again, it's intent, isn't it? Ball was smashed long. Ash gets his head on the ball, but it has only gone as far as Porter, who puts it into Starkey. Winter plays it long, and given away another penalty. All right. Porter for his second of the game, and it's well placed. Keeper couldn't save it. And I'm going to drink my coffee and cry into my mug. Two penalties then. One I don't know about. The second one was definitely a penalty. He didn't make an attempt for the ball. He just sort of jumped into the player. And now Herbert gives it back to Hannard, who thumps it long, and there is nobody there. And now Wesley is going to start the attack for Bromley again, and Davison get the ball. He's kept the ball on the right hand side, plays it in Sandland. That's it. Nice short passing, boys. Gives it into Wiltshire. Wiltshire off to Rooney. Rooney is now on the ball, gives it back to Wiltshire, and he gives it back to Mike. Mike plays it into Rooney. Rooney then thumps it long to nobody, and I can't seem to stop them from thumping it long no matter what I do. But now Marsh is down the left hand side. It's a defensive error from their left back there. Can Marsh get the cross in? Oh, that's a great bit of skill, and he plays it into Dunkley, who scores. What a great bit of skill there by Marsh on the left hand side. Dunkley came in with a late charge into the area. Let's just see this again, because he absolutely put the defender on his ass there. I mean, that goes, oh, thank you very much, and then plays it into Dunkley, and Dunkley, great finish. Ollie Dunkley is perhaps proving me wrong. But we're back in the game for about the next 10 minutes or so. Porter pings it in, and Hannard puts it over the bar. Doesn't really need to do that, to be honest. But now the corner is taken, and it is cleared. One place we have been conceding goals is from corners recently. Sutherland now is taken out by Dunkley, and Dunkley might find himself in the book here. I don't know whether it's going to be a red. No, just a yellow. Okay, half time. It's Town 1, Bromley 2. But maybe, I don't know, maybe we can, maybe we should sort of go with the nothing to lose. Yeah, there's nothing to lose, boys. Let's go out there and really go at them. I don't know whether to change anything around. I think one thing we've seen is that Mike, Wiltshire and Rooney are all playing very close to each other. I don't know whether if we sort of narrow it up a bit, just to bring in the wide players. If we put it out wide, then it's going to create too much space, and then what we'll do is we'll look for the overlap. And let's see if that does anything. I mean, we've got nothing to lose. We're losing the game. One questionable penalty, one actual penalty, but a great finish from Dunkley to get us back into the game. And his rating showing it. Mark Wright not playing particularly well on the right hand side, and here's a corner. We know how bad we are at corners, and gives it into O'Neill, and at the back post is Johnson. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, is we just cannot defend corners. Johnson makes it 3-1 then. It is just awful marking. I know we haven't got great marking, but I mean, who's that there? Mike, that was his man. I mean, he was stood there and then just sort of ran off. Okay, we now got Porter on the ball, gives it into O'Neill. O'Neill plays it back to Winter. Winter looking, it's a good ball across the pitch to Starkey. Starkey plays it across to Forg, and he's now going to cross it in, and Haddad saves it even though it's going wide. And then Big Herb came in and just have it. And oh good. Oh good. Dunkley's injured. So what we're going to have to go with then, I'm going to give Cook a run up top. What we're going to do is we're going to get the two wingers to play in attacking roles. And what we're going to do is we're going to push Mike into the anchor man role just to shore it up again a bit more, a bit better in the defensive side of things. I don't think it's going to do much. How are the teams around us doing? Maidenhead. Oh, I've got such an itchy nose. Maidenhead 20th, 6 points ahead of us now, so we've got to really buck our ideas up and get some results. But it looks like we are going to fall here as Rooney crosses the ball into the far post and Marsh shoots-ish maybe. I don't know. And now Hepburn Murphy has got the ball. He's leading the counter-attack as Porter picks it up on the right-hand side. Charging toward the box. He plays it wider. Winter now puts it long. And Hepburn Murphy, and oh my word. The free kick's been given. Thank God for that. Anard should have had that anyway. Anyway. Anard to kick it long. That should be full time here. It looks like we are going to fall again to another defeat. Yes. I've got nothing. I don't know. But once we go a goal down, it's just basically floodgates open. But I'm gonna. Yeah, that was the wrong one to go with, but. And even the assistant can't get us back out of that one. So we've pissed off the team. It's I mean, we're not bottom, but that's only because Torquay are worse. And in fact, we drew with Torquay, didn't we, at the start of the season? Ollie Dunkley now is out for 4 to 5 weeks. Oh, good. So now we're really struggling for a striker. We're gonna have to play obviously Graham Wood up top again. We don't really have much else. Balls. Well, we move on to play Tranmere next. And how did they do? They obviously won their last game because they've moved up to 9th. And did Chester obviously 22nd, so they must have stayed. We've got a poor result last game. I don't know if they. I mean, well, when we play Chester, there's a chance to actually leapfrog them. I don't know. How did they get on the last game? Where's the last game? Why am I not seeing it? Right there, isn't it? Yeah, they lost to Gateshead, didn't they? That just then? I think so. Anyway, yeah. I digress. I'll see you guys at the next game, I suppose. Yeah, in a bit. Right, guys, welcome back. And we're now moving on to game day. We've got the two injuries. We've got one injury to take care of. And obviously, with Mike being our current team international, he is away on international duty. So we're going to be playing Ben Daniels in defensive midfield today, and he needs to get a start every now and then. I'm going to be playing. Where is it? We're putting Chris Waite on the bench. We're going to keep the same midfield to this as the last game, just to give them a chance to sort of get to know each other a bit better. We're going to have to be playing Graham Wood up top, so that means we're going to be bringing Glyn onto the bench because he's not going to be fully fit for a full match just yet. Unfortunately, we're going to have to start getting Rimmer to buck his ideas up because he's just not cutting the mustard at the moment. People even say cutting the mustard these days. Well, he's not cutting it anyway, regardless. And why would you cut mustard? Mustard doesn't need to be cut. It's I'm just detracting away from the fact we're probably going to lose another game. All right, guys. Well, let's crack on with this, and Oh, the one thing I was going to do is drop Hannah to the bench today. And we are going to be playing Graham Morrison in goal. The same defence because we really have very little choice at the moment, defence-wise. We're going to be playing Graham Wood up top, but we have got James Cook we can bring on if we need to. I am going to bring Judges on as well, give Marsh a rest. Even though he's perfectly fit enough to play, but I mean, chances are he'll be coming back on the pitch. Anyway, let's get on with the game. Keep your fingers and toes crossed because we're going to start needing to cross every body part we've got. And let's go. Right, boys. It's time for a bit of an assertiveness. Go out there and just put a performance in. Tranmere are a difficult team. I think we're going to do well to beat them. But we can only try. Here we go. It's another home game. Doesn't matter whether we're at home or away, we're just as bad either or. In fact, Rooney's not looking particularly great on his condition. I didn't spot that earlier. Perhaps we should have given Chris a chance up top. And now Cole shoots. That's a great save. Fuck me. Another penalty. Apologies for the language, but my word, this is frustrating. That's 3 penalties in 2 games. To make it 1-0 then to Tranmere. Cole will shoot. And he places it well to the keeper's left. I don't know what to suggest. Apart from we just scrap the whole team and get in a new one, but not the point of this save. Come on, boys, let's get something out of this. Done. Plays it back and it is cleared all the way to Herbert, who I'm not entirely sure what Wood was doing there. The ball was going that way, he was going that way. And yeah. Herb heads it long. He's doing quite well with his heading recently, his old big Herb. It's what we want, is someone to come in and absolutely just get it clear. That was close though. Just a shame the rest of the defence can't do it. And yet it says he's doing a 6.5. Davison, again, poor rating. He's been quite poor as a right back. Davison clears. Buxton now picks it up. Hughes on the edge of the box. He shoots from distance. And do you know what? That was covered well by the keeper, but that was a half-decent shot in the end. It dipped well at the end of it. Let's just check the teams around us. Help it, actually. The Maidenhead are drawing. Chester are winning. And we're half time and it's 1-0 to Tranmere. Okay. I'm gonna no, I don't want to tear into them because it's not a tear into them kind of day today. Let's give the fans good performance. I don't know what to do to get them to really get G'd up now. If their morale's as bad as what mine is when it comes to this team, we're screwed. Right, Hughes plays it long. I don't know why I'm getting excited. It's not really a highlight, it's a nothing highlight. Try to make some changes, I think. Maybe give Wood a rest. He's not particularly playing very well up top. We'll bring We'll bring Cook on. Maybe give Rooney a rest and bring Waite on. And we're going to have to take Rimmer off. He's just looking absolutely shocking. And we'll bring on Glynn. Treble substitution, which means now we're due a injury, because that's how FM works. But the ball is headed clear. Waite has got the ball, plays it long to Judges on the left hand side. Judges now, can you do something with it? He gets down that touchline. It's played in, and now Wilshire's picked it up. He's played it into Wright. Wright shoots and he's rifled it into the roof of the net. We are back on level terms. Can we get something from this game? Probably not, but we're going to try. And that's all I can ask them to do. That's a great bit of play, to be honest. Wiltshire, calm as you like, just knocks it into Wright. Right, smashes it home, bringing us level in the game. Come on, boys. A point. I said at the beginning of the episode, I said a point would be good to get. Ideally, I wanted 4, but you know. Come on, boys. 10 minutes left. There's not much happening. Oh dear. More into Cook. Cook plays it in the middle. It's cleared long, but Daniels heads it back in. It's now cleared. This is Alabi into Hughes. Hughes plays it long and Moore tries to get his head on it and clears it, but it's not gone too far. And Herbert comes in, kicks it out, and now that looks like Cook has actually got an injury as well. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Get that ball. Do not concede late. This is where we always concede. And it's played in, and Mangan scores. We just opened up, and now we're bottom of the table. Deservedly so. I mean, you see the gap. When it comes to sort of around here, you watch, look at this gap here. Who is that? Is that Davidson again? It is. Davidson again, out of position. I know it's, you know, our position is not great. We're going to have to go for it, aren't we? Get on attacking. Let's go try and get a late equaliser. Davidson now plays it long to Wright. Wright's picked up the ball. He cuts inside with a bit of space. Puts it into Waite. Waite has now got the ball. Can we get the run? No. No, we can't. That's, again, it's probably going to be a counter-attack now. Hughes plays it into Alabi. We've won the ball back though. Waite comes in to help Davison claim the ball. Plays it into Herbert. Herbert to Dewar. And Judges on the right hand, on the right side, on the left hand side. Looking for there's no overlap. There is an overlap, maybe, no. And Ash is now out of position at left back as Cole charges towards him. Plays the ball long. Looks in for Alabi. Alabi shoots and it's 3-1. Just when you get excited and you think you might actually get an equaliser out of it, the counter happens, and it's probably my fault for getting them boys to go attacking. But this was where it cost us right here, losing the ball. Cole. I mean, who's that there? Big Herb there, not tracking his man. And another highlight. It's just a long ball. This is where we're getting absolutely thumped every single time. That long ball we just can't deal with. We just cannot get that ball clear to anybody other than another player on the opposite team. See? Now Wiltshire wins it. Wiltshire looking to charge down that left-hand side. He cuts it inside to nobody, and Tamao will get the ball out into Alabi. Alabi now gets the ball on the right-hand side. Plays it into Wallace. Wallace plays it through to Cole. This is looking like it could be an absolute drubbing. Oh, for God's sake. And Morrison does save it. Tip it behind for a corner, but then we're not very good at dealing with corners as Wallace puts it into Mayo. Only falls as far as Cole. Cole plays it across goal and Herbert clears, and there's no one chasing it because we're all too busy defending a corner. And just blow the whistle, ref. Just put us out of our misery once again as Cook gets the ball, loses it again, and this is Wallace. But Daniels has picked it up. Can we get a little bit of late consolation? No, we're just going to kick it out for a throw-in. I think that is it, boys. It is. We have lost again. And I'm getting really, really, really good at losing games. In fact, if it comes to consistency of losing, I'm getting really good at it now. Hand it over to assistant. Well, it's twice now in a row we've pissed off the boys. And now we just pissed them off even more. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look and see what the damage is before we end this episode here, because it's getting on a bit now. But it's not looking great, is it? It's I don't know if we're going to have a job with Twitter Town come Christmas. It might be a case of I just have to make myself unsackable and just keep putting myself back in, because we want this to go on for a little bit longer. But, you know, this is the way it is, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a quick look at the competition. There we go. And Chester did win, or did they draw? I can't remember. I think they won. Yeah, they were, because they were on 10 points, weren't they? So Chester now have become out of touch from getting 3 points. Solihull Moors have now dropped to the team above the relegation zone, and we are some distance behind them, 7 points. So we've now got to get a run of victories now. Do I think we're going to get a run of victories? No, I don't. I'm going to have a proper tinker now and see what we can do. But yeah, if you've enjoyed that episode, guys, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because otherwise, well, how are you going to know when I upload? Yeah, I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great day. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.